In this video, I'm going to explain the current meta of the double guard pull position in the gi, backed by a competition study of the top-ranked IBJJF athletes. My study shows that the first few sequences in gi matches are often a race to guard, possibly because there is more leverage from a well-connected bottom position than a well-connected top position when robust upper body grips are available. If there is a double guard pull at the start of a match, rules incentivize a player taking top position by awarding one advantage. However, I'm going to show that in certain situations athletes forgo this advantage, often taking up to 2 penalties for staying seated. Why? Athletes seem to prioritize inside position over scoring an advantage for taking top positions in double guard pull situations. My study will show that in a double guard pull situation, when one athlete secures inside position of some kind and the other athlete elects to come on top to score the advantage, the athlete who remains on bottom most often secures the sweep and closes out the match. In situations where both athletes elect to remain seated and both athletes secure inside position of some kind, the match deteriorates into back take attempts or straight ankle lock attempts. Furthermore, if an athlete fails to secure inside position immediately after the double guard pull, the other athlete often takes the opportunity to come on top and score the advantage, appearing to be more than happy to pass a guard where there is double outside position, but extremely reluctant to come on top and try to pass a guard where there is any kind of inside position. I'm now going to go through the recent matches from the top-ranked IBJJF athletes where there are double guard pulls to demonstrate and go into more detail concerning this meta. Hopefully you find it very useful, and I hope that I can show that a good understanding of the double pull is essential for modern IBJJF competition success. So we have a lovely double guard pull here from Eric Muniz, who's currently the #1 ranked IBJJF athlete. And as we can see, he gets some inside position with his left leg in a matrix style hook. And he also has some inside position with his right leg, although it's difficult to see at the moment, but it will become clear, where he has a butterfly ashi style hook. His opponent in the black gi also has some inside position with his left leg, but even though both athletes have inside position, his opponent elects to come on top. This means that Eric easily leg pummels to X guard, moving his opponent's top leg across into a leg drag style position, so technically a Shiro X, and taking some grips to stop the base on the sleeve here in a moment. You'll see that Eric easily comes from 1 advantage down to 2 points up. Here's another heavy guy who does the same thing, proving that double guard pulls aren't just for the lighter weight categories. Wodzinski here does a lovely double guard pull, manages to get inside position with his top leg here, marked in green, and also you can clearly see that his bottom leg is underneath and inside his opponent's top leg. Now this is a little bit of a longer battle, so I've sped the clip up. However, what we'll see is that it's incredibly difficult for a top player to disengage from robust upper body grips and get off those sticky inside leg positions. And Adam does a lovely job here of moving from inside position with his bottom right leg to fishing his top leg inside for half butterfly, ultimately getting very deep underneath, getting to his classic sit-up guard with the lapel fed behind the lead leg, and doing what we essentially refer to as an idiot sweep, where he traps both ankles and knocks the opponent backwards. Double guard pull, inside position, 2 points. Diego versus Kennedy here is slightly different. Double guard pull from both athletes. And both athletes do a good job of pummeling for inside position, but unlike in the last two, they know the game and don't come on top for the advantage, fearing the sweep. It means that this match more or less degenerates into back take attempts and straight ankle lock attempts, and it gets to the point where the referee penalises both athletes for nobody electing to come on top. So here's the first penalty. Now, as I was saying at the introduction to this video, this happens time and again, and we have another double guard pull here. Both athletes managed to do some nice leg pummeling for inside position. They have 1 leg on the inside each. And it deteriorates once again into back take attempts here. We'll have a bolo attempt from Pato and straight ankle lock attempts. So here we have our second penalty for both athletes refusing to come up in top position. So things get a little bit more interesting now, because a further penalty will mean an award of 2 points to their opponent. The athletes start to go all out, and it turns into quite a ridiculous straight ankle lock battle where both players are just trying to go belly down and grimace as hard as possible to try to convince the referee of a submission threat. Now, although Cole isn't one of the top 10 ranked IBJJF athletes at the moment, I just thought it'd be interesting to have a look at his match, because he is an expert at the double guard pull to inside position. What he does here is he gets his left hand inside and underneath Kennedy's leg, and he also has his left knee inside and underneath Kennedy's lead leg in kind of an outside ashi position. Very similar to what Eric was doing in the last clip, where they're playing a type of butterfly ashi. Now, Kennedy initially tries to stay down and pummel for inside position, but he's unable to. And he comes on top, which I believe is a mistake, because Cole very easily pummels to stronger inside position and, as we've come to expect, gets the sweep. So we'll see here Kennedy comes on top. Cole's playing butterfly ashi. And this is very common here from the double guard pull. This leg configuration. Goes to a rimiashi, is looking for sleeve grips. Kennedy's looking to strip. Now Cole does this very nice sweep where he switches to a rimiashi on the other side, and with his underhooked left hand blocks the back step and puts Kennedy down effortlessly. Now just watch Cole's matches, you'll see this happen multiple times, and this is obviously something that he's systematized. Excellent sweep there. Now what I'll do at the end of the video is I will reference all the other matches for the top 10 athletes where there have been double guard pulls, and you'll see that, just as we've been discussing, inside position is king. If an athlete can get inside position, then they are likely to sweep the top opponent. If both athletes get inside position, they refuse to come on top, and it degenerates into a leg lock or back takes battle. And if no inside position is possible, then one or other of the athletes quickly races to top position, happy to engage in a guard passing battle.